All right, as per chat request, I can turn my webcam on for this. Boom, here we go. Quality React content. Oh my god. Project L, Riot X Arcane Epilogue, the Riot Foundation. Let's turn this up. Apparently this is a fighting game from the Riot devs.
I'm Tom, executive producer at Project L.
Who's that?
And I'm Tony, Project L's technical lead.
Wait, are they?
Hey everyone, I'm Tom, executive producer.
Okay, Tom Cannon.
Producer at Project L.
Okay.
And I'm Tony.
And Tony
Project
Cannon.
L's
Okay,
technical lead.
they didn't just happen to hire two guys that look weirdly similar. They are actually brothers. Okay.
And Tony, Project L's technical lead. Last time we talked, I let you in on the secret that we're building a fighting game here at Riot. I showed you a brief glimpse of gameplay and said we'd be going dark for a while, but we'd share more when we're ready.
Maybe a little lighter.
Well, a lot's changed since then. We've made some great progress, and while the game is still too far out to commit to a release date, it's been a bit since you heard from us, so I want to bring up the speed on what we've been working on.
From the beginning, we knew that we wanted to make a 2D fighter set in the universe.
Did you guys, any of you, we're React channel now? Yeah, we're React channel now. You guys ever watch like old school GameSpot reviews? Remember Greg Street? I'm pretty sure Greg Street works with, what's the name of the developers? I think he works with the guys that made like Spec Ops The Line. I think they're the same studio that did Hades. These guys remind me of Greg Street. I don't know what it is. I don't know. They kind of remind me of it.
But the 2D fighting space is pretty
broad. The way
broad.
they talk.
Even from that starting point, there are a ton of different directions we could take the game.
So there's Ari, Katarina,
After lots
Darius.
of exploration, we're excited to say that we've landed on a direction that we're pretty pumped about. In this quick update, we'll walk you through our high-level approach when it comes to core gameplay, character design.
I think his name was Greg Street, or is Greg Street Ghostcrawler actually? Maybe I'm mixing up the names. Maybe that's Ghostcrawler. Anyway, you know the guy who used to do the GameSpot reviews. You know the guy. You guys can let me know his name in the comments. I'm sure someone will be like, "That's not Greg Street, you idiot." But you know the guy. You know the guy.
Allow me to reintroduce Project L.
Project L. Oh, cool. Oh, it is like the really cartoony arcane art style, and like this game as well, like Rune King. Oh, this looks great. Yo. Oh, the graphics are good. Okay, Ari just air juggling.
Project L will be an assist-based fighter. You'll build and pilot a team of two different champs.
Two champs.
We feel like this is the right foundation to build a game that rewards strategic team building and on-the-fly decision-making on top of strong fighting fundamentals. Our goal is to build a game that delivers a fast-paced, dynamic combat fantasy while leaving plenty of room for you to be creative and express yourself in gameplay. Like a lot of you out there, we're inspired by the insane outplays, hard reads.
What do you think, Darius in Arcane Season 2? Well, we think Darius in Arcane Season 2? Maybe Ari? Ari's in this game. No sign of Darius in any of the new stuff yet. Nine Said Nova says, hello, new viewer. Did you play League of Legends before playing Rune King? I actually played League of Legends when it first came out, so I don't know. What was that, like 20 years ago or something? But yeah, when it first came out, I played a lot like in Season 1 and Season 2. I think I was like for ranked back then. I think I did Warwick top solo lane, and you just get level 6, and or maybe in the jungle I played him as well, and you just get level 6 and just his ult was like a point and click CC. I don't even know if that's what it does anymore. I think he got reworked. It was just a point and click CC, and you suppress them and just get a kill level 6, and that was really useful for ranked back then. It was hilarious. I also remember playing Ashe mid lane solo and ranked. It was Season 1. None of us knew what we were doing. But yeah, I played a lot back then with some German guys, actually.
Some of the most iconic moments in fighting game history.
But yeah, then I sort of quit.
The dream for us is to deliver a game that allows you to create new iconic moments for many years to come. Now let's talk about controls. I know that a lot of you have strong opinions about mechanical difficulty in fighting games. For Project L, we're embracing the easy-to-learn, hard-to-master mentality.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of different combos.
We are making it easier to jump in with a new character and learn their basic kit. That said, we absolutely believe in rewarding the time you spend going deep on a character and providing opportunities for you to showcase your high-end mastery. One of the delights of fighting games is seeing top players move and fight in a way that's inspiring and distinct from lesser skilled players. We want to set that aspirational summit and build a steadily increasing difficulty curve to get you there.
This looks brutal.
This isn't about building a game where new players have a chance to beat the pros. It's about unlocking the fun at all skill levels.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. So, you know, it looks like that was really cool with Darius. And it's like, okay, with your apprehend attack, but then based off of your follow-up inputs or your directions and stuff, it will do different moves and you go into different combos. That looks great. I'm like a super freaking casual fighting game player. I think the fighting game I played the most of is one you guys probably haven't heard of. I can't even remember the name of it exactly. But it was on, I think, the GameCube. And it was this one where you would fight as humans that had a beast gauge and they could transform into monsters and fight as monsters. So, like, you know, one of the standard guys who just, you know, he was like the cool guy and he'd turn into a werewolf. But then my favorite guy, he was like this really sort of elegant fighter, but he would turn into a penguin. But the penguin was fucking badass. The penguin would destroy you. Because the penguin, you'd be punching over the penguin's head. You couldn't even hit the penguin. And then he could also like turn into a phoenix as well. But it's like, why did you want to be the phoenix when you could be the penguin? It was great. I can't remember the name. It was great.
Role in this. For characters, our goal is to deliver on the iconic moves that League champions are known for, but adapted to work.
Primal Roar? It might have been Primal Roar.
We want our champs to have powerful, flexible kits that give you the freedom to play your character your way. As an example, I'm thrilled to introduce you to Echo, re-envisioned for Project L. Echo is a punk genius. He's a brilliant inventor who, through time manipulation, can rewind his own mistakes and stay one step ahead of his opponent.
Yeah, that's super cool. If he can
centerpiece of
like,
Echo's
teleport
kit
around.
Is his Chrono Strike. It's a forward-moving slash that's a pretty good poke and a combo ender.
Okay, cool.
When Echo slashes with Chrono Strike, he generates an after image that he can rewind back to any time in the next few seconds of the match.
Oh, that's so good.
You can use the rewind to double down on your first slash or make a different choice.
Oh, that's so good.
Middle launcher.
He's got to be infuriating to fight against.
Zoner, but he really comes online when you take full advantage of the rewind ability. He can vary the timing of the rewind to mix up his opponent, but cover for assist attacks made by his teammates. And in the right hands, rewind can also be a strong combo extender.
That looks great.
And then there's Time
That's
Winder,
cool.
Echo's Time Grenade. Time Winder works great for basic zoning and combos.
Yeah, so I think like in this, it's interesting. Like they've obviously had to change him up. So in League, Echo's attacks are much more like these flashy, like explosive and visuals and stuff. It seems much more minimalistic to obviously just make it work in a fighting game. Whereas Darius seems to translate pretty straightforwardly. I think that's fair enough. He still looks really cool. And honestly, the mechanics of that, with like your ghost going out and you've got a couple of seconds to switch back, like that's such a powerful move to mind game your opponents. And gosh, that seems like he seems really cool for a character to get skilled with. It's badass.
The real payoff comes when you're able to throw Time Winder from range, giving it a chance to charge up and explode into a time distortion field.
I do like how it makes Darius
Echo's opponents
go in
for the next few seconds of the match.
Cool.
For both of these moves, our approach is to give you a tool with a clear primary role, but with lots of potential for extra utility when you use it in the right situation.
Oh, he can bonk it with his bat?
Now,
or
while
sword?
gameplay is obviously super important, high-quality
Nice.
netcode is essential for any great fighting game. So this is an area where we're
I like it when they
investing
talk dirty to me
big. I'm
like
gonna
this.
turn it
Oh
over
my
to Tony,
god.
and he'll walk you through some of our networking foundations.
Netcode has been a top of mind topic in the FGC for the past year, especially since we haven't been able to gather for live events. For Project L, we've designed our entire networking stack to deliver the same highly responsive gameplay that you'd get playing offline. Of course, this starts by using rollback networking at the core. Rollback does a great job of maintaining
Is
a
he slightly
consistent low input
smiling?
delay across a wide range
Riot
of
taking
things.
over the world? Yeah.
We've
yeah.
also developed a new networking model that enhances the
Okay.
benefits of rollback with core technology developed by other games at Riot.
Listen, Riot, I don't know what any of that means, but I believe you. I believe you. Good job.
Will route network
Thank you.
traffic between players through Riot Direct.
Look, he's got
Our
green
internal
lines and they're
network already
smiling.
being
It's gotta
used to
be good.
minimize latency in League of Legends and Valorant. We're also actively managing a player's connection to their opponent to ensure a consistent, fair play experience. If their connection is laggy or drops packets, their experience will suffer, but yours won't. And if someone rage quits in the middle of a match, our netcode will determine who should win and who should be penalized. We're taking netplay very seriously for Project L. It's the primary way that we playtest the game internally, and we're working every day to make sure it's in top shape for the eventual
Yeah, that's
release.
really important. I mean, it's the same thing in League, you know, with levers and stuff like that. Yeah,
We
this
hope
looks
you enjoyed
great.
the sneak peek of
Looks
Project
super
L.
cool.
Before we go, I want to remind you that our game is still in R&D. We're happy with how core combat is shaping up, but there's still a ton of work to do. Thanks so much for your patience while we take our time to make sure that we get this right.
Man, it looks like it's coming
So
along
that's
really
all for
well.
now.
Looks good.
Last time we spoke, Project All went dark afterwards, but this time we'll do our best to keep in touch when we have major news to share.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, we've got Riot taking over the world. I tell you, Riot is turning out to be like the Blizzard that people thought Blizzard was, like around the time when WoW first came out, you know? When people were like, oh my god, we could have all these great like Blizzard-based games, and like we could have, you know, imagine a Blizzard animated movie and all this, and then it didn't really come through on that. Like, yeah, there was StarCraft, and then eventually there was like Overwatch, but I mean, there's been so few things actually out of Blizzard, so few things. And then Riot's coming along and they're like, we'll do it, but we'll do it well. That's what it's like. Yeah, that looks sick. That looks great. Yeah, I will be terrible at this game. I guarantee I will suck. And I would rage super hard if I played it hardcore. But that looks fun. And I will definitely play it, you know, for fun and just mess around and see the cool characters. And yeah, that looks great. And I like how they're tweaking things up so it works in the fighting game. Yeah, everything sort of makes sense with the characters. Looks good. Looks good. All right, let's dive back into Ruined King.